Short of being too cheesy, A, proud of everybody. B, I like the people that really embrace it. We still have some folks that, want it 4 days a week, but they're kind of just still into CrossFit as a class. But then we have a few folks that, really have taken advice to heart, really have embraced the community. I talk about old T-Dub, Todd Wellington, all the time, but really that's because there's just so much to talk about. The guy does so many competitions. He's all over it. We've got some other folks too. We've actually moved a couple people up to GGRX. They're doing great. Allison Boyd. She was one of our first ladies to make that transition into killing the muscle ups and with a set goal. I mean, you can tell when people really want to get through and move to GGRX and it's their goal and they fight for it. Allison made it through that transition through advanced in 6 months. And we still have a few other people that are taking it at a little bit different pace. This weekend we had a few ladies that were awesome at the Phoenix competition. More than a few. We had
Who were they?
April Jones, Amy Jones, and April Jones and Amy Jones both competed in the Masters division. April got first place, Amy got second place, which was awesome. It came down to a showdown of seconds in the last one. Like true CrossFit excitement. It was awesome.
Yeah. I mean she said that was like the first time she's ever won anything, right?
Yeah. Ever.
Yeah, that's crazy because like we had like the Phoenix is a local almost it's not an in-house comp, but it's not a big event, but it's still a legit event. And
it's South Texas. We had people from San Antonio and
But for her to show up and for her to go to class and do everything and execute and go compete and win, and achieve something she's never done in life, that's pretty cool.
That's awesome, and winning feels good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. But it has to feel good from your perspective to see her do that.
So and man, I even put a blog post up the other day talking about how impressed I am. Not short of that was that Teddy Roosevelt quote about being the person that's in there, giving yourself. The glory goes to the person that's in the battle, not necessarily the bystander, the naysayer who judges everything that's going wrong, right? And I like to go to competitions, and I posted the other day about I love to see the people learn in the competition. It's like, why do you sign up for a gymnastics seminar? It's not because you're gonna get your muscle up that day, most likely, right? You go because you learn something new every time. So I like to go and see my athletes compete because every time they do one of these competitions, something like the Phoenix, no matter what place they came in, they learned something. It was worth it, right? For some people it might be, man, I learned that I should not go that hard on this type of workout because it gets me. For some other people, it learns that, damn, I am a champion. I can go out there and get first place, I am an athlete. And it's really cool when people really realize that and feel that accomplishment. They're standing up there, they're smiling, they're feeling good. God, it makes me feel good right now just talking about it, love it.
So let's you talked about Todd a little bit. Let's go back to that. Tell me about Todd. Who is he? Where did he start? Where is he now?
Well, Todd, Mr. Todd Wellington, bust him. He's, I think, 36 years old when he started, 37 now. Todd just came to us as a guy who had played some football when he was younger. Can't really remember. I think he was in the Army. I forget what branch he was in, but he was in the Armed Forces too. Maybe the Navy? I can't remember. So he's a man that has had some discipline and some athletic stuff in his life. He kind of got a little sedentary with his job and stuff as of late, and then the last year he got into CrossFit, drank the Kool-Aid, did challenges through the gym like I am CrossFit, had a plan of his progression in his head, and he took it to the advanced class. So Todd, if you go to our the CrossFit Central website, you'll definitely find him as one of the empowerment stories. His before and after picture has been circulated through the internet like crazy, because it's definitely one of those you see in an advertisement, man. A soft dude, pretty soft dude, and then just shredded, man, just muscles everywhere, right? The advanced athlete program is still kind of in its infancy, right? We just started almost a year ago now, and really what the program is looking for and establishing are the leaders, right? And honestly, I think Todd's one of those people. People look up to him. People look to what he's doing. And there are a few people like that. But there's always that person that's like the example. Not necessarily, obviously, perfect in every way, but they strive for it, and they have that positive mental attitude and everything that's good for everyone else to like I said, have as an example, right? And Todd, as well as a few of these other ladies, April and Amy, are really stepping up into that role to show other people what to strive for, how to conduct themselves, right? And it's really cool to see that evolution of the program in that way too.
Cool.
Wow.
Anything else you think you want to put down?
I don't think of what we got next. I mean, the Open turned out great. Todd beat me in the Open by 7 places out of like 6,000. Couldn't recover out of that first WOD, so that's also cool. I love CrossFit. I train to be pretty damn competitive, but I feel like it's any coach's kind of like wish for his athletes to surpass them, right? To do better, to learn from it, and take it to the next level. Because again, it's kind of living vicariously through it as the coach, but that sort of success means just as much to me as my own success. So it's really cool to see people doing that.
Cool.
Yeah.
I got some good stuff.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Just chatting.
Just
I'm
chatting.
trying to think of what else I know. These. Wow. Get some sun on these guys.